इस सिनेरियो के अंदर ये है कि हमने एक कस्टमर है, he want to purchase something online. So the system is in on the e-commerce system is available on the website. तो उसने परचेज ऑर्डर प्लेस करना, और उसने on the left hand side, this is a customer, he want to buy something on the e-commerce website, he want to purchase through your website, and then the other thing he want कि जब उसकी परचेज कंप्लीट हो जाए, ही वांट टू बी नोटिफाइड वाया ईमेल कि तुम्हारा ऑर्डर रिसीव हो गया है और ऑर्डर इज़ द शिपमेंट इज़ ऑन हिज वे, ठीक है, डिलीवरी का। उसके बाद जो भी ट्रांजैक्शन हम चाहते हैं, दिस इज़ आई एम ए बिजनेस मैन, राइट, आई एम टॉकिंग, मैं चाहता हूँ कि मेरा जो बिज़नेस है ना, जब वो ट्रांजैक्शन कंप्लीट हो तो उस ट्रांजैक्शन का जो डाटा है ना, वो मैं डाटाबेस में स्टोर करना चाहता हूँ, नंबर वन। नंबर टू, मैं चाहता हूँ कि मेरा जो कस्टमर है जिसने दिया है उसको मैं ईमेल भेजूँ कि भाई मुझे तुम्हारा थैंक यू फॉर योर ऑर्डर, और दिस इज़ योर ऑर्डर एंड दिस इज़ द डिलीवरी डेट, एंड यू विल बी रिसीविंग योर शिपमेंट इन कपल ऑफ डेज, जो भी डेट होगी वो इन्फॉर्मेशन मुझे पास ऑन करनी है कस्टमर को। तीसरा ये है कि मुझे जो है ना कि पता करना है कि जो ट्रांजैक्शन हुई है उसका आउटकम क्या था, वो सक्सेसफुल थी या फेल हुई है। तो ये 3 सिनेरियोज मैंने क्रिएट किए हैं। अब आप एज ए एनालिस्ट टेल मी व्हाट आर द पॉसिबिलिटीज, अगर एक कस्टमर गो ऑनलाइन एंड ही प्रोसेस हिज क्रेडिट कार्ड और डेबिट कार्ड फॉर द परचेज, तो इसका आउटकम क्या हो सकता है? This is the question for everyone. If I use my credit card, my debit card, so what's going to be the outcome of this transaction? For example, आप कॉफ़ी पीने जाते हैं, कॉफ़ी का ऑर्डर करते हैं, और वहाँ पे आपको जो आप कैश पे नहीं करते, आप क्रेडिट कार्ड यूज़ करते हो। तो जब आप ऑर्डर प्लेस करते हो उसके बाद उसको पे करने के लिए आप क्रेडिट कार्ड यूज़ करते हो, तो उसका आउटकम क्या होगा? व्हेन यू द transaction will go through, or you will get some kind of error, okay, you don't have sufficient funds. These are the possibility. There is going to be other possibilities. What that could be? I just want you to do the brainstorming on it. Anyone?
तो सबसे पहली बात तो ये होगी कि पता चलेगा कि ट्रांजैक्शन सक्सेसफुल हुई है या अनसक्सेसफुल हुई है।
ओके, तो अनसक्सेसफुल से क्या मुराद है, क्या निकलेगा रिजल्ट इसका?
कि डिक्लाइन कर दिया है, ट्रांजैक्शन थ्रू नहीं हुई।
ठीक है, व्हाट कुड बी द रीजन?
सर शायद कार्ड में पैसे ना हो इतने, या कनेक्शन का भी कनेक्टिविटी इशू हो, कोई सिग्नल ना आ रहे हो जहाँ पे कार्ड चार्ज करते हैं।
ओके, दिस इज हमजा। एनीबॉडी एल्स?
सर इनसफिशिएंट फंड्स हो सकते हैं बैंक में, एक ये पॉसिबिलिटी है। और अगर ट्रांजैक्शन सक्सेसफुल हो गई तो वो ये बता देगा एग्जैक्ट अमाउंट कि किस अमाउंट से वो हुई है, एंड आपको वो डिस्प्ले कर देगा इंफॉर्मेशन।
ओके, लेट मी, या यू आर राइट।
सर आपका कार्ड एक्सपायर हो जाए तब भी एरर देता है।
अच्छा, अब ये सारे सिनेरियो ना, एवरीबॉडी इज़ राइट, सारे सिनेरियो मैं इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ कि अब एज ए बिजनेस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, अगर आपका अगर कार्ड डिक्लाइंड होता है और बिकॉज ऑफ इनसफिशिएंट फंड्स, इट हैज़ नथिंग टू डू विद माय बिजनेस, राइट?
करेक्ट।
ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे जो पॉसिबिलिटीज़ हैं वो हैं कि परचेज जो है, मैं थोड़ा सा बड़ा कर दूँ इसको। सो जो परचेज हैं वो उसका आपका इनसफिशिएंट फंड्स हैं, राइट? सो लेट्स सी इनसफिशिएंट फंड्स, ओके, और दूसरी ऑप्शन ये डिक्लाइन, ज़ाहिर है उसकी कोई रीज़न होगी. व्हाट इफ़ आई हैव अ स्टोलन कार्ड, मैंने किसी का चोरी किया कार्ड, एंड ही मतलब मेरा कार्ड, मैंने आपका फ़र्ज़ करें मैंने हमज़ा का कार्ड चोरी किया है और हमज़ा ने उसकी रिपोर्ट कर दी है कि मेरा कार्ड चोरी हो गया, और आई एम एज ए कस्टमर ट्राइंग टू यूज़ दैट कार्ड.
It will also be declined then also.
And what gonna happen? This is a different kind of decline.
रिपोर्ट करेंगी जब ये यूज हो रहा होगा कार्ड, बैंक को नोटिफिकेशन जाएगी कि ये ब्लॉक्ड कार्ड है, स्टोलन कार्ड है और ये इस लोकेशन पे जो है वो यूज हो रहा है.
Exactly. So what going to happen here when I get this message, when I'm trying to process this transaction, it will go to the authority which actually approve these transactions. It could be like a Visa card or it's could be MasterCard. So every time you do the transactions, so your system actually connect to the authority who has issued this credit card or debit card. So we get the response from that, and it says okay, there's two possibilities. The one is approved, right, and other one is decline with the reasoning, insufficient fund or maybe stolen card. So my concern as a businessman, I'm not concerned about this insufficient fund part. I am concerned if somebody is trying to use the stolen card, because if he comes back to my business, my system already now this card has been stolen. So now what's going to happen? Let's see the transaction get approved and it's go to our transaction processing application we're running on the website. So that's mean the customer placed the order, we got the verification from the authority, and now the order is ready to receive. So order is complete. At this moment order going to complete. Once the order is completed, it's going to send the information to SNS. So what's the next? Anybody? I want to send the email to the customer. So what the next component of this application going to be used for the email purposes?
Sir, SQS.
Who's this?
Sir, Maheen.
Maheen SQS. Okay, scenario is this. I want the moment I place the order and my transaction go through, I want immediately to be informed to the customer who placed the order.
तो इसके लिए हम लैम्डा यूज करेंगे.
Hamza, yes. Why lambda?
Sir, I cannot recall exactly why, लेकिन हम ये दोनों SQS और लैम्डा का कॉम्बिनेशन ही इस्तेमाल करते हैं, I think.
Good. Anybody else?
लैम्डा जो है सर वो कोड ट्रिगर करेगा, उसमें कोड ट्रिगर होगा जिसमें कस्टमर की इंफॉर्मेशन होगी और वो SQS को आगे जो है वो ट्रिगर करेगा कि आप इसको ईमेल सेंड करें.
That's correct. And how it is going to trigger? Why is going to trigger? Anybody?
सर आपने उसका ट्रिगर सेट किया होगा ना शायद कि ये इवेंट होगा तो ये ट्रिगर होगा.
Everybody is right. सिर्फ मैं जो कीवर्ड ढूंढ रहा हूँ ना वो ये ढूंढ रहा हूँ कि lambda function has a subscription. I was talking, remember the main thing is subscription and publish. So the moment this transaction go through, the EC2 system, this application going to publish the new information onto the SNS. That's why I was looking for, ताकि मैं देखना कि flow आपके दिमाग में flow बन रहा है कि नहीं बन रहा. So remember, every time the transaction go through, we have created the topic, and the topic is going to be like a successful transaction. So the Lambda function has a subscription for that topic. So there is another topic called the failed transaction. मैं ये चाह रहा था कि आप लोग अपने दिमाग में ये लेके आए कि SNS कैसे काम कर रहा है. Why SNS is sending the message to Lambda? And answer should be because we have created a topic on the SNS. And according to the topic, and we told the Lambda is a subscriber of this topic. That's why he's getting Lambda is getting that trigger on. So this is how the things works in the flow. मैं देख रहा था कि आपके दिमाग में कैसे बना रहे हैं आप लोग. So we have a topic on the essence. The topic number 1 is this कि for example the topic is going to be T transaction successful. And second topic is transaction denied. And the third topic would be fraud, C card fraud. So these topics has been created on SNS system. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is what happened. So अब जब ये topic हमने create किए हुए थे, तो the message this EC2 is passing to the SNS is depend what kind of message it is. अगर तो ये message is for the topic number 1, transaction successful, then what going to happen?
सर आपकी बात कटती थी, दोबारा बोलिए सर.
ओके, अगर ट्रांजैक्शन सक्सेसफुल होती है तो फिर क्या होगा?
सर फिर ये होगा कि जो लैम्डा है जिसने उस टॉपिक को सब्सक्राइब किया था उसको नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाएगा, मतलब ट्रिगर हो जाएगा क्योंकि उसे सब्सक्राइब किया हुआ था टू दैट एसएनएस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक. द ट्रांजैक्शन इज सक्सेसफुल.
राइट. सो सी हियर दिस इज द आउटकम ऑफ द ट्रांजैक्शन. इट सेज no, this is not for that. The transaction जो भी होगी वो इसका outcome ये है. This is the information going to pass to the SNS. Transaction ID, customer email address and the amount they charge to this credit card. जब ये उस information यहाँ से Amazon SNS में जाएगी तो SNS जो है ना, on the basis of the topic we have created on the SNS, it's going to pass on the information. So first thing is going to pass this information to the Lambda function. Lambda function going to run the code, and the code says send the email to the customer with this information. So now the customer is going to receive this message along with this information, the transaction ID, customer ID, and the amount they have charged. And these information going to pass to the Lambda function. Lambda function going to act on those information and going to send the email to the customer. So this is the message they are sending to the customer through the Lambda function. Why are they using the Lambda function here, not SQS?
सर बिकॉज SQS में क्यू में लग जाता है और लैम्डा में इंस्टेंट आपको नोटिफिकेशन चली जाती है.
शॉर्ट टाइम के लिए यानी कमांड को रन करने के लिए यूज होता है. SQS आपका रन करता रहता है लेकिन लैम्डा उसी वक्त ट्रिगर आपका करता है उस कमांड को जब उधर से आए.
That's correct. But what is the mechanism behind
Is it because it automatically triggers? So this, and because it's serverless, so it's you don't have to go through SQS because of the because we're only sending an email notification that it's been successful.
Everybody's right. I'm looking for the keyword because SQS is a pull mechanism, and we need a push mechanism. So SNS is a push mechanism, and we're using the Lambda function. Lambda function is not pulling the information from SNS. It automatically, SNS is pushing the information to Lambda, and Lambda is running the code. Simple. तो जो मैं कीवर्ड देख रहा था वो ये देख रहा था कि आप लोगों को ये समझ आया कि ये पुश मैकेनिज्म यहाँ पे काम कर रहा है और डायरेक्टली ये रन कर रहा है लैम्डा फंक्शन. तो अगर लैम्डा फंक्शन में पुल मैकेनिज्म होता तो फिर देन आई नीड अनदर कंप्यूटिंग पावर देयर. I need another kind of server there, so they can pull the information from the SNS and then they act on it. So Lambda is a serverless, that's true, and the mechanism behind it, SNS runs on a push mechanism, so it's pushing the information to Lambda. That's why we are using the Lambda, because Lambda is going to act immediately upon the notification. In case of SQS, even though SNS push the information to SQS, SQS is going to keep this message to itself until the other component of the application pull the information from the SQS. समझ आई?
Yes sir.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
बस मैं यही देखना चाह रहा था कि आप यहाँ पे अपना ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग करेंगे कि ये क्यों ये फ्लो बन रहा है, क्यों लैम्डा का तो फंक्शन सबको समझ आ गया, वो सर्वरलेस है, इज रनिंग, बट व्हाई वी यूजिंग द लैम्डा हियर नॉट एसक्यूएस, दैट वाज द क्वेश्चन. तो उसका यही है कि एसएनएस ने पुश तो कर दिया है, लेकिन आगे लैम्डा उस पे ऊपर एक्ट करके ईमेल भेजेगा. अगर सेम चीज़ हम एसक्यूएस को भेज दे तो एसक्यूएस इज नॉट गोइंग टू पास ऑन द इंफॉर्मेशन टू द यूजर वाया ईमेल. मेक सेंस?
यस सर, लेकिन फिर SQS अगर लेट्स सपोज अगर ये काम सर हम ये SQS के थ्रू कर सकते हैं. If you want to send an email,
then you need a mail server in front of SQS, right? Then you need a mail server. The mail server is going to pull the information. You keep polling, keep asking, do you have a message? Do you have a message? Remember that mechanism?
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल.
इस सिनेरियो के अंदर देयर नथिंग गोइंग. द मोमेंट ही गॉट द मैसेज लैम्डा, मैं आपको जो ये लेक्चर आज मैं पढ़ा रहा हूँ इसमें लैम्डा फंक्शन भी दिखाऊंगा. सो हाउ द लैम्डा फंक्शन गोइंग टू रिसीव दिस इन्फॉर्मेशन. द मोमेंट इट गेट द मैसेज, इट गोइंग टू act upon that message, and then the message telling the lambda write an email to Mr. Naeem and send this information along with the transactions details. So this is how going to work. दूसरा सिनेरियो मैंने ये कहा था कि मैं ये चाहता हूँ कि ये जो ट्रांजैक्शन हुई है मुझे पता चलना चाहिए मेरी कितनी सेल हो रही है, मंथली, वीकली, राइट, ईयरली. तो देन अगेन आई हैव एन अदर टॉपिक हियर which is going to provide me this information, total sale and date, and I'm going to get this through my EC2 instance. तो जब वो टॉपिक जो है उसको मैंने क्रिएट किया, मैंने कहा गिव मी टोटल ट्रांजैक्शन डिटेल्स. तो ट्रांजैक्शन डिटेल जो है वो आएगी मेरी, वो पास ऑन करेगा यहाँ से SQS को. Now this machine actually is in my database. So the moment they get the message here, so these guys, they are talking through pooling. So EC2 instance will pull the information on the transaction and going to save on the database. Right? Make sense?
जी सर, मेरा एक सर सवाल है. सर ये EC2 इंस्टेंस को मैं ऐसे परसीव करूंगी इट इज अ कंप्यूटर फुल स्टैक जिसमें हमें ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर हार्डवेयर सब कुछ मिल रहा है, राइट? तो फिर व्हाई डू वी नीड ये एडिशनल जो राइट साइड पे दो अलग कंप्यूटर्स हैं जब हमने ऑलरेडी एक EC2 इंस्टेंस शुरू में लॉन्च की हुई है, तो हमें ये दो एडिशनल क्यों चाहिए?
वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन, दैट्स द नेक्स्ट थिंग आई वाज गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट. सो हमने 3 सिनेरियो क्रिएट किए हैं. एक सिनेरियो तो ये है कि मुझे ये इन्फॉर्मेशन पब्लिश करनी है टू सेंड द कस्टमर, राइट? तो उसके लिए मैंने लैम्डा यूज़ कर लिया, राइट? दूसरा टॉपिक ये है कि मुझे अपनी ट्रांजैक्शन इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए अपने डेटाबेस में सेव करने के लिए, ठीक है? और तीसरा सिनेरियो ये है कि अगर किसी ने स्टोलन कार्ड यूज़ किया है, आई वांट दैट रिकॉर्ड एज वेल. सो आई एम क्रिएटिंग अनदर थिंग, अदर क्यू, other topic, and that topic, once if the transaction is detected as a fraud, it going to pass on the information according to that topic to this SQS queue. And here I am running another application, fraud detection application. And it's going to keep all record of all the fraudulent transactions in my database. So again, the pull mechanism here. They are talking. The moment the system see the transaction on fraud, it going to detect that according to the topic is going to only information going to go to this queue depend upon the topic. Remember this part. इस जो डिटेक्शन जो फ्रॉड की इंफॉर्मेशन है वो इस क्यू ने उसको सब्सक्राइब किया हुआ है. इस क्यू ने सब्सक्राइब किया हुआ है सक्सेसफुल ट्रांजैक्शन को. इस लैम्डा फंक्शन इज हैज सब्सक्रिप्शन फॉर द कस्टमर. सो दे आर 3 सब्सक्रिप्शंस फॉर डिफरेंट टॉपिक. सो दे आर गेटिंग ओनली द डेटा ऑफ सक्सेसफुल एंड फ्रॉड एंड द कस्टमर इंफॉर्मेशन.
तो सर इसका मतलब ये है कि हर एक टॉपिक के लिए एक अलग अलग क्यू चाहिए होगा. अगर मुझे एक और टॉपिक भी क्रिएट करना होगा तो मैं एक और क्यू डाल दूंगी, सॉरी हाँ एसक्यूज डाल दूंगी, इजंट इट?
दो चीज़ें कंसीडर करनी है. आप उस जो टॉपिक क्रिएट कर रही हैं उसको आगे से आपने करना क्या है. यू वांट अ पुश मैकेनिज्म और पुल मैकेनिज्म. इफ यू आर सेंडिंग द ईमेल टू समबडी और SMS मैसेज और लाइक some other way of sending the message that you want to be received without any interruption, without any struggle, then you have to use the SNS topic with the lambda function. क्योंकि क्यू के अंदर तो आपको उसको खुद कोशिश करके वो मैसेज लेना पड़ेगा ना.
यस मैं समझ गई हूँ. मतलब ये सोचना होगा कि वी नीड पुल और पुश एंड उसके हिसाब से फिर हम वो बनाएंगे आर्किटेक्चर उसका.
ओके एंड सर अब देखें फॉर एग्जांपल अब फ्रॉड ट्रांजैक्शन की अब चली गई ना, मतलब हमें पता चल गया फ्रॉड ट्रांजैक्शन हुई है, तो अब वो SQS में मैसेज चला गया, तो अब जो है हम पोलिंग नहीं कर रहे, लेकिन जब हमें इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए होगी कि कितनी फ्रॉडुलेंट ट्रांजैक्शंस हुई है इस महीने में, उस वक्त हम सिर्फ पोलिंग करेंगे ना?
नो. सो दिस इज, रिमेंबर वी टॉक अबाउट द डेड लेटर क्यू. अगर आप पोलिंग नहीं करें, दे हैव विजिबिलिटी टाइम आउट एंड एक्सपायरी डेट और रिटेंशन पीरियड. तो ये क्यू के अंदर यू कैन हैव फ्रॉम 4 to I think 4 to 14 day retention.
14 days.
तो retention, the message will be gone. These polling should be continuing, right? So you have option like a long polling and short polling, continuous polling or long polling. So long polling is gonna continuing between the SQS and the EC2 instance. So the moment they get the message, it's going to receive the message and going to save on their local database. This machine also have a database here. So they are storing
okay.
the data. This machine also has a database. They are storing the data, right? So the next thing I can do, like if I have this machine is storing the successful transactions. So let's see the down the road I want to do some kind of business intelligence on this. I want to create some report or I want to create a dashboard. ठीक है, तो मुझे रिपोर्ट चाहिए कि मंथली मेरी कितनी इनकम है, वीकली कितनी इनकम है, राइट? So I can pull that information using another tool called BI tool. So BI, business intelligence tool, we can connect to the database, we can pull the information, and we can create the report or dashboard or whatever we want.
अच्छा, अब से देखिए 14 डेज बाद मैसेज एक्सपायर होता है, तो उसके दौरान अगर हम फॉर एग्जांपल हफ्ते में 2 बार या इस तरह पोलिंग कर लें तो ये हो सकता है, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली गोइंग टू पे फॉर एवरी पोल ना, जितनी बार कनेक्शन एस्टैब्लिश होगा यू गेटिंग योर, मतलब आपको पे करना पड़ता है उसके लिए। और फ्रॉडुलेंट ट्रांजैक्शंस वाला जो है स्पेशली, उसमें इतनी ज्यादा तो नहीं होगी कि हमें कॉन्टिन्यूस पोलिंग की जरूरत पड़े।
Yes, you can remember I talked about two kind of you can have delay queue, or you can also have a feature called
सर लेकिन वो भी तो 30 सेकंड्स के बाद फिर वापस आ जाता होता है ना, जो
जो डिले वाला है ना, you can set the time, you can delay the, for example आप कहते हैं कि मैं चाहता हूँ कि हर 2 घंटे बाद पोलिंग शुरू हो, you can do that, this is the configuration।
ओके
सर एक मेरा भी सवाल है, अगर लेट से हमने एक ईमेल अभी जो ये भेजी है कस्टमर को कि आपकी ये ऑर्डर प्लेस हो गया सक्सेसफुल, मैं चाहता हूँ कि मुझे भी ईमेल आए, तो उसके लिए इसी एसएनएस के साथ मुझे एक और लैम्डा अटैच करना है और उससे कोड कॉन्फ़िगर करना है कि मुझे ईमेल भेजे, करेक्ट?
हाँ, लैम्डा के अंदर यू कैन मैनिपुलेट द कोड इन द लैम्डा फंक्शन।
लेकिन सर मैं ये पूछूं कि मुझे सेपरेट लैम्डा बनाना पड़ेगा ना, इसी के साथ तो नहीं हो सकता?
नहीं, दोनों ऑप्शन ठीक हैं, यू कैन हैव अ सेपरेट लैम्डा फंक्शन और यू कैन हैव इफ एंड देन स्टेटमेंट इन द सेम लैम्डा फंक्शन। You can send the email to Naeem and then you can add this code as well and to do like Hamza।
और सर ये मतलब सिर्फ 2 तक लिमिटेड नहीं है, मतलब अगर मैं लेट से ज़ुहैब को भेजना चाहता हूँ, फाद को भी भेजना चाहता हूँ, माहिन, सबको, तो एक ही लैम्डा में सब आ सकते हैं?
यस।
और सर अगर हम एक्स्ट्रा लैम्डा एम्प्लॉय करें तो उसके हमें अलग चार्जेस होंगे?
किसके, लैम्डा के?
अगर एक लैम्डा जिसने सेट किया और जिसने हमजा बात कर रहा है कि हम एक और भी सेट कर लें, अगर आपने कहा दोनों तरीके से हो सकता है, एक और भी कर सकते हैं और इसमें भी कर सकते हैं, अगर एक और हम नया सेटअप करें तो उसके लिए हमें अलग चार्जेस होंगे?
हाँ बिल्कुल, और चार्जेस सिर्फ आपको उस वक्त देने पड़ेंगे जब वो लैम्डा फंक्शन जो लैम्डा कोड है वो रन करेंगे, तो व्हेन इट इज नॉट रनिंग यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू पे फॉर दैट।
Okay.
The moment we get the transaction, we get the transaction successful, and the lambda function going to run. It's going to run for maybe millisecond, right? So you will be charged for that millisecond, not for the whole. यानी कि आपने उसको lambda function वहाँ रखा हुआ है, तो you have to pay for that. So you are using the compute power to run the script. तो वन स्क्रिप्ट रन करेंगे तो जितना टाइम वो स्क्रिप्ट रन करने का लेगा उसी टाइम के आपको पैसे देने पड़ेंगे।
Okay.
सर आई ऑल्सो नोटिस्ड कि इसमें हमने एक एसएनएस यूज किया और 2 एसक्यूएस यूज किए। इज इट बिकॉज हम एसएनएस के साथ मल्टीपल सब्सक्राइबर्स लगा सकते हैं और एसक्यूएस के साथ नहीं लगा सकते?
You're right. SQS क्यों? SQS is a single point of contact, और जो SNS है you can create as many topics as you can. So we have created a topic according to topic, whatever the information they receive for that topic, and those information is going to pass on to the next component of the application. It could be SQS.
So is that an example of the fan out concept that you were explaining in the last lecture?
So here is the fan out. These three three stream or the fan out.
Right. Okay, I get it.
Okay. So let's go to the next topic. हाँ हमजा, क्या पूछो, क्या है?
सर भूल गया,
Today we're going to talk, there's a new service in the AWS, is called Amazon Simple Workflow. Simple Workflow, think about any your डे टू डे लाइफ, आप कहीं भी जाते हो, किसी बिजनेस में भी जाते हो, किसी भी किस्म की doesn't matter, even you going to the beauty parlor, you going to the coffee shop, you going to like buy a clothing, so every business has some sort of process. The process, जो भी वो प्रोसेस है उसको, फॉर एग्जांपल मैं जाता हूँ, मैं कहता हूँ मैं स्टारबक्स में मैं गया हूँ और मैंने आई गोइंग टू प्लेस ऑर्डर फॉर अ कॉफ़ी, So the moment I get to the counter, the customer lady I tell her I want a coffee, right? So she gonna start entering the information what I want a dark roast, I want a medium roast, I want a medium size of a cup or extra large cup. So she take the order. Actually ऐसे करते हैं कि मैं आपसे पूछता हूँ कि when you go there and you place the order for the coffee, what are the sequence? कोई बंदा explain करे मुझे, rather than I explain to you. Let me ask Noshin, because I'm talking about the Starbucks.
Okay. So you go to the counter, you order the coffee. That obviously information gets fed through, the counter or the till, whatever electronic system they have. And then you ask which one you want. So it might be small, large, medium, or like which flavor, and then or which type. Sorry, and then you pay for that coffee. They give you a receipt, and then it kind of goes into like a queue. So they tell you to wait for the coffee at the another side of the counter. I think I can't remember any other steps.
So see, the sequence you described is absolutely right. So this sequence and the series of activities, actually, the first thing you did when you get there, so you gave her a task. The lady at the counter is starting the task on the basis of the information you are providing, right? The task name is take order, right? और उस order के अंदर आपने information उसको दे दी है. Now she put everything into the system and she gave you a receipt. और आपने receipt ले ली. This task ended right there. The first task. The second task, the moment she entered complete the order taking part, the next part start the pouring, filling the cup, taking the cup, filling the cup, and giving to the customer back. And this is it, complete the transaction. So 2 tasks happened. In these 2 tasks, when you place the order, that was task 1. In that task, there was a number of activities she has gone through. The task has activities to perform. For example, she's going to ask you a question. What size of the coffee? What kind of coffee? So she's entering all the entries actually she's doing in order to complete the order are called activities. So task, I think you should know that because you, Noshin, as the project manager, you know the work breakdown structure. WBS,
yeah.
Right? So think about that. WBS, you can relate the WBS here. You can apply that logic exactly here. Task, activities. तो आप task के अंदर activities होती हैं to get the deliverable. So at the end of the day, you're going to end result going to be like you will get your coffee, right? That's the end of this.
Yeah.
So किसी और को समझ ना आई हो जो अपनी discussion की है वो you can question me at this time. I think everybody understand. So the simple workflow service is a web service that मैंने क्या किया कि अब जितने भी मैं slides बना रहा हूँ ना उसमें मैं ना जो keywords हैं relevant to the solution architect उसको मैंने इस तरह से color कर दिया ताकि आपको याद रहे कि as a solution architect what we need to know about this product. So here I'm saying Amazon Simple Workflow Service is a web service that makes it easy to coordinate work across distributed application component. The exercise we just finished, जो SNS और ये जो SQS और फिर email, that's was the distributed application component. वो सारे component थे. SQS component था, SNS component था, वो email था, Lambda, they were component. So they were coordinating. So that actually we just created the workflow, and amongst these different component of the application. The second is Amazon is an application that helps developers build, run, and scale background jobs that have parallel or sequential steps. So parallel or sequential steps, it has fully managed state tracker and task coordinators in the cloud. Let me tell you what that means. So sequential processing is something like this. You can implement distributed asynchronous application workflow. इसका मतलब है कि जब आप एक activities 1 जब शुरू करते हैं तो you cannot start activity 2 until we complete the activity 1. This is going to be the flow. This is called sequential processing. So you finish the activity first, then you finish the activities 2, and then you are allowed to start activity 3. For example, you are building a house, right? So you cannot start building the foundation until you do the excavation, right? तो आपको excavation पहले करनी है. जब आप खुदाई कर लेंगे, then you have to do the foundation. So once you have a foundation completed, then you can start building the walls. So you cannot put the roof before building the walls, right? So these are these activities which are interdependent. You cannot start the second activity until you finish the first one. Parallel processing is like this. For example, if you're going to place the order for a coffee, there's a second person right there standing next to the person who's taking the order. तो वो आपकी order सुन रहा है, and they can start filling the cup at the same time. So this is parallel activities. So दो ऐसे काम जो आप simultaneously you can start. So those are called parallel processing. और जो sequential होती हैं वो they have interdependency. You cannot start the second activities before finishing the first one. So this is the concept. Any question? So there's a coordination between this. So every time you do any kind of activity, it doesn't matter if it's sequential or parallel, there has to be a coordination. They know each other, what is happening in activity 1, so they can start the activity 2, or they can do the parallel processing, but they should be coordinating. So in order to manage this coordination, in order to have this process complete and track, for example, you have to have, for example, I start an activity 1. So I want to track the what is the status of the activity 1. For example, मैंने कहा कि मैंने foundation बनानी है किसी घर की, तो I will say the foundation is 50% complete, 70% complete, or 100% complete. So I also want to have a track of this kind of information, track on each activities, track on the task, so you can think about that. So what is this application is doing? It is providing to the platform to do this kind of coordination, processing, and the tracking. So the way it run this system, they have created different actors in this process. For example, there's an actor when you go for a coffee, the customer service ladki hai ladka bhi hai, this is an actor who's taking the job. So actor 1 is taking the job. Actor 2 is actor 1 is going to place the order. This is called starter. So you're going to start the activities because she cannot take the order itself, right? So you who is going to initiate this order is the starter actor, and the person who is taking the order is the activity worker. He's working on that on your information. The third is we call the decision task. So in the workflow process, there are stages when you make you have to make decisions. For example, when in the last exercise, when the transaction was successful, the decision was to send the email to the customer. When the transaction was detected as a fraud, the decision was send the information to the fraud database. So this kind of mechanism called decider. So on the basis of the content of the outcome, they're going to make a decision who is going to do the next activity, and who's going to act on this one. So they divided this into three things, like activity task, AWS Lambda task, and the decision task. So I'll show you the next slide over there, how they're going to work together. And the third is the task list, because you have to have a task list for the end-to-end process, for the end-to-end workflow. So starting point and the end point, and in between how many tasks need to be completed to get the end result. So these are the definition of this workflow starter. मैं यानी कि coffee order कर रहा हूँ, I am a starter. So could be your e-commerce website. अगर मैं website पे जाके order place कर रहा हूँ, again I am the starter. For example, if I am going to order Uber, और पाकिस्तान में क्या cream चलती है, तो cream का order करना है. So I am the starter who going to initiate this request. So decider is the next level, because this is the activity once you place the order, when you order the Uber or Cream. So what is the next step going to happen? The driver who's close by, who's in your neighborhood, he's going to accept that request. Then he has a decision to make, right? He want to accept the request, or he going to just ignore it. So activity workers carry out the activity task. So once he accepts the order, then the next thing he has to get to this destination. He gonna start then coming to you. So then he gonna start the next activity, which is going to go to the destination of the rider. So what is task? Task is a logical unit of work that performed by a component of your application. So you saw that the component of applications, how they're working. So here in this, we have a SWS platform, and we are developing an application. And this application has to perform number of tasks and activities in order to complete this to get the results. So in this application, in the SWS, you have to create the task, and when you create the task, so that task is in a list form, like you have a list of those tasks which need to be performed. Then the tasks are assigned to the activities workers. So there are different tasks. For example, somebody is doing shipping in the shipping department, they are doing the packing, somebody is putting the label on it, and somebody is going to send loading to the truck. So these kind of activities. So you have in the workflow, you have a list of tasks need to be performed, and then you assign to the activity worker, and then the next thing you have to do, monitor the progress of these activity workers. So for that, you have to see what is happening, who is doing his job 100%, 60%, 70%, or doing on time or not. So this is the flow. Monitors progress of the task, maintain their status, assigning the task to the workers. So this is a complete flow. So all these things you can do in a simple workflow platform. So again, the feature in this is like long polling. So again, these two components, actually they are talking to each other using the long polling mechanism. So workflow execution closure, that's the end of the workflow. At the end of the workflow, you want to see the outcome of this process. Execution complete हुई है, या cancel हो गई, या failed हो गई, या timed हो गई. For example, you think this the whole process is going to take 3 minutes. So, but for some reason, one of the component of this workflow has some error or some kind of mechanical problem or a hardware problem or software problem, and it's time out. So it's taking more than 3 minutes, so it's going to time out. So these kind of information, it will going to maintain the history of this process. So history के अंदर ये सारी चीज़ें होंगी कि ये successful हुआ, ये fail हुआ, ये cancel हुआ. So it's also going to maintain that kind of information. Life cycle of workflow execution from the start of a workflow to its completion. So it's going, जितने भी टास्क हैं स्टार्टिंग से लेकर एंड तक, वो उस सारे को की जो जितने एक्टर्स उसमें इन्वॉल्व हैं और जिसमें एक्टिविटीज़ टास्क है, डिसीजन टास्क है, स्टार्टर टास्क है, राइट. सो दे गोइंग टू हैव दोज इंफॉर्मेशन एज वेल एंड हाउ दे इंटरेक्ट विद ईच अदर, what time they interact, and what is the outcome, how did they pass on the activities to the next, what decision was made, and then how the next activity start. All these kind of information or you can configure in this system. तो ये जितनी मैंने अभी बातें की, हो सकता है कुछ लोगों को ना समझ आई हो इस वर्कफ्लो की, तो उसके लिए फिर मैंने ये एक ग्राफ बनाया ताकि वेरी इजी टू अंडरस्टैंड. So let's see, somebody place an order, so he is going to be a starter. So when she start the order, she's going to make a purchase on e-commerce website. So she start this order, and that information pass on to through the application. अगर आप ऊबर यूज़ कर रहे हो, क्रीम कर रहे हो, तो आप उनकी एप्लीकेशन यूज़ कर रहे हो, तो यू आर क्रिएटिंग द रिक्वेस्ट. तो शी डिड द सेम थिंग, शी क्रिएटेड द रिक्वेस्ट टू डू द परचेज ऑन द वेबसाइट. सो दिस इंफॉर्मेशन वाज पास टू द Amazon SWF platform. So what this platform is going to do, it is configured. If I get the information, if somebody execute the request, so what I have to do next? So you have designed this application, you have told this SWF workflow what is going to be the next step. So it's saying sending the information to the decider to look at this the information which they received from the starter. It look at the information and say, okay, I want to do the purchase. So when they do the purchase, it's going to look at the information the customer has passed on. Where's my just a second. Just a second, why it's not showing. Okay, so what happening here in the workflow starts calls on an Amazon SW action to start the workflow, right? And then execution happened. In the second step, workflow pass on the information which they received from the starter to the next task is called decision. Next actors I would call next actor. Next actor कौन है? Decider है. Decider ने have to make the decision what to do with this information. And then once he get the information, so decider use the logic to determine that कि इससे पहले इसी starters ने कोई इस तरह की request तो नहीं भेजी हुई. He is going to look into the previous history of this. So it's not the same order is coming from the same starter. So after looking all those information, then it's going to make a decision. The decision क्या उसने make किया? They are going to pass the information back. Whatever decision he made, he going to pass this information back to the workflow. अपने डिसीजन का उसको इन्फॉर्म करता है कि ओके आई हैव मेड अ डिसीजन, सो दिस इज माय डिसीजन. द डिसीजन विल बी पास ऑन टू द वर्कफ्लो अगेन. सो वर्कफ्लो क्या करेगा? वो इट गोइंग टू लुक एट द डिसीजन एंड देन ही गोइंग टू एक्ट अपॉन दैट. तो डिसीजन ये मैंने किया था कि ओके आई saw everything, I look at this request, so next thing I want to verify the order. see here, to verify the order. So अब मैं क्या करूँगा, so this is the decision was made here. So मैंने अपने decision make करने के बाद I passed on to the SWF. On the basis of my decision, he going to do the next activities. He going to send the request to verify order. So same thing going to happen again and again. So once the order has been verified, और वेरिफिकेशन के बाद उसका जो भी आउटकम होगा, इट गोइंग टू पास ऑन टू दी बैक टू दी वर्क फ्लो. द वर्क फ्लो लुक एट दिस. ओके, वेरिफिकेशन इज डन, it was successful. Okay, there is no duplication, nothing there. So it's going to say, it's going to send, okay, Mr. Decider, what to do next? We got the verification, what do you want me to do now? So here Decider say, okay, let me see. It's going to see the message say, okay, verification is done, it is successful, no duplication. तो ये क्या करेगा, वो next thing he decide, okay, charge this customer. So this he going to inform about this decision again back to workflow. तो workflow को कहेगा, okay, everything looks good, go ahead and charge the customer. Then he going to charge the customer. Understand the flow?
Yeah. So can I just remind you that it's 7 o'clock? You told us to remind you an hour in to the class.
It's almost 1 hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. So these are I have 20 activities. I want to show you what exactly happened. So जो भी एप्लीकेशन कंपोनेंट हम बनाएंगे, जो भी अपने बिजनेस प्रोसेस को हम डिज़ाइन करेंगे, तो उसके अंदर हमने इस तरह का फ्लो डिज़ाइन करना होता है कि ओके, दिस इज़ द एक्टिविटीज़ स्टार्टिंग समबडी. You can think a lot of you have been doing on daily basis, like calling the Uber is one of the example, placing the order and other things. So behind the scene, this coordination of activities and tasks is going on.
Can I ask a question? So you know on the left hand side where it says workflow starter, all the different areas like verifying the order. Do you have to configure those on like in when next up? So do they have to have like how will the know which not which activity next, but do we have to say, oh, this is order processes, this is packing, this is delivery? So will that have configuration elements in it? And then also my second question was about, say for example, if I'm placing a coffee, it will be on my name. So would we have to put in an ID? So would that be the customer's ID to recognize whose order that is?
Okay,
in this workflow.
In the coffee scenario, they will there is two kind of information they will have in their application. One is order number, and the second going to be transaction ID, right? So these kind of logic they build in the business. So what I'm saying here, कि अगर आपने कोई भी ऐसा बिजनेस प्रोसेस, कोई भी आप you want to start a new business, right? You want to start selling the like cosmetics, तो उसके अंदर आपको पता होना चाहिए कि मेरा बिजनेस प्रोसेस क्या होगा, मेरा बिजनेस फ्लो क्या होगा, फ्रॉम टेकिंग द ऑर्डर अप टू द मेकिंग द शिपमेंट. तो यू हैव टू डिज़ाइन द कंप्लीट प्रोसेस ऑफ योर बिजनेस. तो उसके अंदर क्या होता है कि उसके अंदर हर एरिया के अंदर we have a subject matter expert, we call SMEs. So SME is going to deal with we have one person who is a subject matter expert in taking the order. He going to create the flow. This is a teamwork, it's not just one person job. Then the next person is going to take how to communicate with the warehouse, right? So then we will have a person who has more knowledge and is a subject matter expert about the warehouse and inventory management, right? So then that person will provide the flow of their area of work, their area of this is totally different domain, right? Domain 1 is taking the order. Domain 2 is passing those information to the warehouse, and the warehouse is going to do certain activities on that information, and finally they're sending to the shipping department. They're going to ship those orders. So these three SMEs, they're going to sit down and they will draw this flow, how things going to happen. You as a solution architect should not need to know all this information. You should know if this kind of application is this kind of business process, is this kind of flow they are going to create, what service need to be used. And that is called SWF in the Amazon cloud. So the detail I'm giving you, I'm making you sense. So when you go with somebody, sit down and start talking, you know what service they are looking for. So now we have other topic which I'm going to cover tomorrow. So we have something. Let me finish this. Actually, this is not going to take too long. So I have created a scenario actually for you to make more sense. So this is an example. I have a use case. इसमें ये है कि हम ना एक कोई वीडियो है वो हम लोड कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. जब वीडियो लोड करते हैं तो then we use the same mechanism. The moment we load the video, we get informed. The end result हमें ये चाहिए. We want to transcoding. Transcoding is actually converting the video or audio in a different file system, like say MP4, MP3, these kind of things, right? So then I want the digital right management. I don't want anybody else to actually go and then create the copy of that video or audios, right? Like जैसे कि काफ़ी लोग जो हैं वो सॉन्ग जो हैं वो जाके डाउनलोड कर लेते हैं और इस तरह से. So I want the digital right management implementation on my video and audios. So this is the scenario. So let's see. I'm showing you the flow. So I have a web server front end app which is accepting the video. Think about YouTube. You are uploading your video, right? And then I have SWF implementations. So here I'm taking 3 tasks. Task 1 is encoding task. Number 2 is digital right management task, and the third task is going to be decision making. So at what stage what decision need to be made. So here are the worker, right? The worker for encoding. The worker for encoding means I have another system, is other component of the application, which job is to do the converting of the different kind of file system. And then I have running another system which job is to do the DRM, digital right management. So this is going to happen. Then I have another actor here who going to make decisions on the basis of the outcome of each activities, right? So web server receiving the files, then we have workflow in the SWF, and the 3 actors working on this, the whole process. So decider going to make 3 kind of decision. Is going to schedule the encoding of the video, कि किस वक्त encoding शुरू करनी है और कब ख़त्म करनी है. Schedule DRM protection, and then you're going to schedule the next task, how to implement the digital right management, and the completion of the execution. So these kind of information going to be a part of this whole activities. Then at the end of the after the completion of the execution, we will have a history of what was done at each level of activities, and what was the outcome and how the decision was made. So let's see, we start workflow like execution. We upload the file, and now this system is using the long polling with the SWF, just like SQS and other machine, right? So long polling going to pull the moment they get the new video, it will be getting the message, and then the next thing he will do change the format, convert the video or audio, and then inform the SWF. Okay, ये जो फाइल आपने मुझे भेजी थी वो मैंने convert कर दी है, and is going to inform it. The next thing, according to this result, the decision stock get the information of this result, and okay, on the left hand side, see this system also doing the long polling. So this system, and this system, they keep talking to the SWF, keep asking me, do you have something for me? Do you have something for me? Same thing the decider is doing here. So the moment it gets the message, so because decider is doing the long polling, he will get the message, and the next thing he will do is say, okay, I got this message, I made my decision, and he's going to inform the SWF about his decision. And the next decision he made is this: go ahead and do the DRM. So that when they tell them, the DRM task starts. DRM are also looking for this kind of information. The moment this decision is made, this task kick in, and once this is done, the result is sent back to the SWF, and it will have a complete in this history of this, what was happened, when it happened, and the input, what form of the video was before doing the encoding. All the information is going to be stored on SWF. मेरा ख्याल है इससे ज़्यादा आपको समझ आई होगी what I just described in the previous slide and this slide. Now you have a complete sense of what we exactly SWF, how it works.
Yes.
कोई ऐसा है जिसको समझ नहीं आई?
Very easy.
Okay, good, very good. चले तो so this is actually for your reading. SQS has retention period of up to 14 days. So your workflow execution can last up to 1 year. AWS presents a task-oriented API where SQS offers a message-oriented API. Everybody know what API mean, application interface. AWS ensure that task is assigned only once and is never duplicated. जैसे कि आप कॉफ़ी का ऑर्डर 2 दफ़ा नहीं दे सकते. With Amazon SQS you need to handle duplicated messages and may also need to ensure that a message is processed only one. Remember the standard SQS थी उसके अंदर duplication के chances थे. It's not going to happen all the time, but there is a chances. So in this SWF there is no chance of having a duplication. SWF keeps track of all the tasks and events in application. So in the previous slide I showed you at the end of this encoding process they have a history of everything. With SQS you need to implement your own application level tracking. So उसके अंदर you have to do the polling and you have to track how many messages were received. लेकिन इसके अंदर आपको वो सारी information जो है ना खुद ही record होती जाती है. So these are the actors. We have workflow starters, we have deciders, and then we have activity workers. So next topic we're going to discuss tomorrow is called step function. Step function is very similar to the workflow, but this in a workflow you have to write a lot of codings. तो ये जितने workflow starters and decider activity workers हैं, because this is not just going to configure, right? Just go and click and say, okay, this is going to be activity workers. You can have activity workers, you can have a decider and characters, but then you have to write the code for their activities. So you need a developer who going to actually write those codes. So here again you have to write the codes, but those codes are not like the code you write in the workflow you have to do a lot of programming. So a step function is like a substitute of the workflow. इसके अंदर भी आपको lambda function लिखना पड़ते हैं, लेकिन it's not like the workflow. So tomorrow we're going to talk about the step function. So any question at this moment?
So the examples that you showed today, was that sorry, hold on, let me just go back to my notes. So was that the sequential, were those examples of the sequential workflow or parallel?
Yeah, that was sequential.
And so when would we use parallel?
The parallel, I was just saying, for example, you can start two activities simultaneously. So the example for parallel is like you use SNS. SNS gets the content-based decision making. So this message is for this message is for which topic, and is going to pass on those information simultaneously. One is SQS, one is for Lambda function. So those kind of workflow.
Okay.
And I'll actually there's no demo on workflow, but I have created of what you call a demo on step function, and I will create two. I will create actually for Lambda functions. I will show you the coding, then I will do the step functions mechanism, how it's going to work with those Lambda functions. It's very interesting. I spend a lot of time though on those because I hate coding. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm keeping this class 1.5 hours, I think. So yes, so see you tomorrow on the next topic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Have a nice day. Take care.
Thank you.